Alright, welcome in everybody, welcome in. Let me get to the main screen on the vertical side here, but how's everybody doing? Happy Tuesday. Is it a happy Tuesday? Hopefully. Hopefully it's a terrific Tuesday actually, just go with the T theme. But let me go through the people who came on through first. Lucinda, thank you for coming in first. I think you're a record holder. I wonder how many times you've genuinely came in first. I do wish there was an easier way for me to track that, but unfortunately I don't think I had a system in place. So, I'm just going to assume that you're number one on the list of number ones. BDP, I'm literally late by 1 second. You're never late. You're always on time. Anytime you make it to the stream, you're always on time. But good morning, Chris. Good morning, Lucinda. How are you doing, BDP? Good evening to you. Hopefully you're having a solid... Is it night? No, it's probably getting there. Me and my unsurety of the time, day, every time. But let me see. I forgot to watch Raw. Dadcore, welcome in. Dadcore, you gotta fix the. You gotta watch some Raw. Are you actually watching Raw right now, Dadcore? Are you into the wrestling at the moment? So let me make sure I'm live on every other platform. If anyone wants to give me a quick little test chat, just to make sure the chat box is working. Always gotta do that first thing in the stream. Actually, 1 minute. I have to turn my cup around because the cup doesn't make any sense. My tree is finished. Very nice. Wait, were you building the tree? Oh yeah, okay. No, not yet, but out most of the day, then building a wooden sakura tree. Okay, let me see that actually. You posted it in the Discord, right? I think I've seen something very briefly in there. Alright, I like that, I like that. Let me see if I can pop it up on stream real quick. Roofless Ranveer, welcome in. How are you doing, Roofless? And, what kind of games are you into, man? Nope. Sorry, Beatles. You get skipped. I don't mind the Beatles, but you don't... When you have a playlist on Spotify that says chill, and then you immediately start playing Yesterday, I'm sorry, that's... You know, I feel like it conflicts a little bit. My tree's finished, nice in the Discord. You know, let me bring that up on screen if you... Do you mind if I show it on screen? I always have to ask permission, I feel, but... It's in the Discord. We can automatically assume if it's in the Monkey Funk 40 Discord, you know, it's unfortunately fair game. But listen, I do very much like that, to be honest. How long did that take you to do? My tree is finished. It's not Lego technically, right? Or is it like a completely different brand? It doesn't look like Lego. And then you said you're also going to look into getting the Black Pearl. That's kind of cool looking, to be honest. Would you ever do like a ship in the bottle? Is that something that you ever have like an interest in doing? I like it. I do like the ship. Honestly, I would love to have more like buildable things like that. I need something to... Honestly, it would be kind of cool to do like a Lego building stream or like one of these kind of streams where you just put something together. Even like one of those like Gundams. I'm pretty sure that's a big thing, the Gundam building. But let me go back to this screen real quick. I think I missed the one comment from Benveer. Okay, for some reason it's not showing up over here. Oh, is it on YouTube? Maybe that's the YouTube chat talking. Yo, welcome in on the YouTube side. Sorry if I'm from India. Nice. How is it over there right now, India? Is India a big fan of, are you guys big fans of Elden Ring and Yakuza? I'm not too sure if there's a huge, like, overlap. Let me go to youtube.com. Just make sure I'm not missing any more YouTube live stream comments. It's a wooden one, took about 3 hours to build. So, you got a tree that got cut down. and then turn into another version of another tree that you build afterwards? Isn't that a bit messed up? Isn't that a little bit messed up? No, it's cool though. I appreciate that. That's really sick. You know what, let me see if I can find a Gundam model. Now I'm like really on this whole Gundam building kit kick. Jesus. Actually, never mind. I thought the prices were a little bit higher. Then never mind. Let me bring back the screen for a second here. You ever think about building one of these guys? Oh, you can get them from Michael's. Hey, Michael. What is this from? Amuro Ray. I don't know who that is. Indian gaming community and people here suck 95% of the time. So-called gamers don't even know Elden Ring. Oh, is it the whole the FIFA gamer kind of argument where there's a bunch of FIFA gamers who want to include themselves? Guess what? If you're into, I was gonna say, you ain't a real gamer if you only play FIFA. Boom. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Whatever you enjoy, of course, is you know, it's your cup of poison, right? But I will say, if you only, one minute, let me get myself off screen here. But if you only play FIFA, I'd say broaden your choices in games. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying, play some more games outside of FIFA and maybe COD and I don't know what else. Now, gonna be fun building that boat as it is without the bottle. Fair enough. And then you put the bottle around it. Nah, I'm joking. Or you make a bottle. Oh my god, how cool would that be? You learn how to get into the art of bottle making, just so you can make a bottle around whatever you just created. I feel like that might be pretty cool. It might not even make sense, but it's pretty cool. Yo, Monkey, how's it hanging? It's looking pretty good right now. No, I'm joking. Hey, Money, how are you doing? We're doing good. We're doing good. We're about to get into some Yakuza, and then we're gonna probably jet off into some Elden Ring Nightreign. But we're gonna start off with a little bit of Yakuza, just because I wanted to actually get to some of the story. Because last time we played, yesterday we kind of got caught off guard by a bunch of side activities in that game. So, yeah, unfortunately, you know, we gotta rectify that. We gotta watch at least one cutscene today. We gotta watch at least 2 cutscenes. People here are even on lower level than FIFA. They only play Free Fire and PUBG. And another thing, people here so can't afford gaming, so I'm a professional cricketer when I can't. Honestly, I mean, like, that's more healthy for you, honestly, than gaming. Unless you get, like, a ball to the head, in which case, you know, whoops. But cricket, I've never honestly played a game of cricket. I feel like always it's compared to, like, baseball, you know? And, you know, in that case, I played a little bit of baseball. Not much, but a little bit. But are you any good at cricket, Ruthless? And about to go into a meeting for like 2 hours. I'll be lurking, my dude. Dad core. Enjoy the meeting and enjoy the fist bump. Yakuzers rise up. Yeah, Yakuzers also rise up. Kenozo, welcome in. How are you doing? And I completely approve of the Yakuzers rise up. We need even more Yakuza games. I know there's a yearly release planned. I think we need 2 or 3 more games coming out every year. I don't think we get enough Yakuza games. I think... No, I'm joking. I was about to call the devs lazy. I'm like, the devs are really lazy. Only putting out 1 or 2 games a year? No, but those Yakuza devs are actually pretty crazy for like their game output. I don't know if you keep up to date with that, Kenozo or A-Money, but... I don't think they've missed a year in like the past like 5 years, honestly. Let me double check that, but RGG releases. How are you doing though, Kendoza? Hopefully you, Cora, are doing well. Okay, so They had a little bit of a break in between 2021 and 2023. 2022, they never released the game, so not so good. Not so good. I'm excited for that new game though, Stranger Than Heaven. Stranger Than Heaven should be a pretty interesting one, I think. I'm a professional cricketer. It's my job too. I'm a team of my state, and yes, I am pretty good at it. Though I love Elden Ring more than the cricket. Only if you could do Elden Ring professionally, Ruthless. Would you be able to do? Do you think you would be good enough to do like a no-hit run in that game, Ruthless, or like a no-death run? I would never challenge myself in that way, to be honest. I think I already know my limitations in Yakuza, and I just know. Unfortunately, I will say I feel like I've gotten some advancements in like the past, like with Nightreign. I feel like I've been getting a lot better with my Yakuza skill or my Elden Ring skills, but yeah, nowhere near the point where I can do like no-hit runs. No-hit runs on like dance pad, that kind of craziness. I have 30 hours on PC version of Elden Ring and 1600 hours on PS5. Now, I have another question, Ruthless. Have you ever played Dark Souls? 1600 hours is crazy. When did the game come out? The game came out, Elden Ring came out in what, 2021? No. 2022. So Elden Ring came out 2022, and 1600 hours is... That's 66 days you spent on the game. Damn. I don't think I've ever spent that much time on a single game. There might be some games on like the Xbox 360 era that I spent that much time on. Unfortunately, I feel like that era of games, they didn't really keep track of how long you played the game and whatnot. I'm sure Black Ops 2 I have a bunch of hours on, but yeah, unfortunately, I have no idea the real number. Should we get the game started? Doing good, playing some Rebirth. Ooh, yeah, A-Money. He's fantastic game. I'm going through it right now. Chapter 10. Yeah, you see, I see. You know what? I see all the Final Fantasy games on sale right now at a good old website called Humble Bundle, and I already get like a 20% discount on top of the. I don't know if it's 25%. Okay, I get a 15% discount on top of their discount, right? So it makes me want to consider maybe looking into like getting a Final Fantasy game at some point. I just want to know how long this sale lasts for before I think about that. Yeah, because for $68 Canadian, I can get Final Fantasy VII and Rebirth. I think that's the twin pack. Might be worth it. Might be worth it, to be honest. I might have to consider it at some point. Yeah, no hit run is possible if the ball is given wide. Oh yeah, are we talking about cricket? Or are we talking about Elden Ring? No, I'm joking. If the player is given, I was saying no hit run on the Elden Ring, but I'm happy to know that you can do a no hit run on cricket as well, Ruthless. If the bowler bowls outside the pitch, so Batmans can run if ball doesn't go to the keeper for stumping. All right. I might have to watch some like cricket. I need to watch professional cricket and see like who my top athlete is. Do you have like a favorite cricket player, Ruthless? Also, is there any good like cricket video games? I have played Sekiro, Dark Souls Trilogy, Demon Souls, and Elden Ring, and I played Bloodborne 2, but I haven't completed it. So Elden Ring is your favorite of that category? Not bad. I did like myself. Bloodborne was a pretty good one for like the first time play, honestly. But let me see. Yo, Irish Whiskey, welcome in. I think I seen yesterday that you're playing Clair Obscur. How was the Clair Obscur? Is that your type of a game? Are you into like the turn-based games? My favorite cricket player is Mahindra. I'm gonna look him up. Oh, he looks like an all-star player too, this guy. Let me go to the screen here. So let me just do that, just so it's only on the screen. Bro, is this a real picture of him? The guy has a head of hair on him for sure. God bless him. God bless him. He's stylish, that's for sure. That's definitely for sure. Is there like a, you know what? I was gonna say, is there like any cricket play I should watch from him? But I don't know if India will come after me for having cricket on my stream. So I don't know if I want to watch or like react to any cricket footage. At the same time though, maybe I could be the first Canadian cricket reactor. I could be a cricket influencer. I get really deep into cricket. That'd be strange. I'd be down though. I'd try and get into it. I'd need to figure out the rules and whatnot. I can do no hit run in Elden Ring, but I'm not sure about other Souls games. Yeah, you see, you're crazy for that one, Ruthless. And when you say the no hit run in Elden Ring, would you be using magic? Would magic be the thing you're using for the no hit run, or how would you go about it? All right, I'm gonna start the game up, guys, and we'll get right to it. I don't know how much of. Oh no! No! I'm starting it up on the wrong account. Whoopsies. Oh wait, no, never mind. I'm starting it up on the right account. Okay. I'm loving this so far. I'm not used to them, honestly, but it reminds me of Final Fantasy in a way that I've only played some Final Fantasy X. Nice. DeVries, good morning. I tip my hat to you. But DeVries, how are you doing? Hopefully the Tuesday morning's been a pretty decent one so far. I can do it without I can do it with using magic. Without using magic, it'll be a little tougher. Yeah, magic would be my only way of figuring out how to do that, to be honest. Otherwise, I would be completely lost in trying to do a no-hit run. And also, whoopsies, I actually hit my microphone a little bit. I'm loving it so far. I'm not used to it, honestly. Final Fantasy X, though. Which one's Final Fantasy X? Actually, that's probably a little bit harder to describe. You are playing on PC? I am playing on a PC. I'm a PC gamer, Ruthless. Oh, okay. Final Fantasy X is the one with the blonde kid. People love this Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy X is the one with the awkward laugh. Yeah, that's the one. That's a great like reaction clip. It's brutal. Does he do that a lot, or is it only one time that he laughs? One minute. Wait, can you guys even hear that? Oh, I had it muted. You guys need to hear this. Unfortunately, you guys couldn't see it on the screen, so I'm not gonna play it one more time because my own ears are kind of getting annoyed. Okay, this is just awkward altogether. Fair enough. Alright, let me get rid of the webpage audio. Let me get this going. Besides Clair Obscur, are you bouncing between any other games, Irish Whiskey? I know you're also playing Elden Ring still. Are you? Is it Elden Ring and then you bounce it into Clair Obscur? Have you played God of War? Ruthless, I regret to inform you that I'm not the biggest God of War fan. Unfortunately, God of War for me, it's not my cup of tea, unfortunately. I started that reboot up like 3 or 4 different times, and every time I get to the same part in the story, and I stop playing the game because I don't want to say I'm not interested, but there is a point where I kind of lose my interest in the game. But it's not, like, I can acknowledge it's a good game though. It's just, some combat is just not for you, honestly. Some combat, you just kind of like, you have to be honest with yourself and be like, it's not my type of game. But I do like the visuals on God of War. God of War had some really sick visuals. Well, I finished Elden base game, finished some of, started some of DS1, but jumped into the Clear Obscure and may play that for the time being. I'd like to get back to some horror at some point. Is there any horror games that you have like already ready to like get right into, or are you just looking for like a good game to go on sale and whatnot? Because I have a couple of good horror games, but I think I've talked about it a couple times, but autumn is the time for horror for me. So have you played Last of Us? I'm talking about Last of Us 1, not about that. You might have to dial that down a little bit, but I haven't played Last of Us 2 yet. I do want to play Last of Us 2. I only have a little bit of experience in Last of Us 1, Panvier. I'm planning on playing Last of Us 1 at some point, but I'm kind of waiting for Last of Us 2 to go on sale so I can get like a nice discount. Bar, welcome in, King of the Monkeys. I wouldn't say that myself, but I do appreciate someone else trying to give me the crown. I will happily take that. Bar, how are you doing? By the way, anyone, if you guys have any song recommendations, don't. Actually, I mean, it would help if you redeem, but don't. Feel free not to use the redeem either. Just because I'm gonna have to be inputting it myself, so it's not really like the redeem does anything. And anyone on the YouTube side, you can't hear music, so sorry. Unfortunately, YouTube kind of gets gimped on the music. Probably the Outlast games, but maybe give Alien Isolation another try. I also have some indie horror games I need to get around to at some point. Alien Isolation is another one that I think I played on stream during Halloween, but I think I didn't continue it because Halloween ended and I was like, okay, let's get back to the regular schedule. Alien Isolation, though, really scary game. That is one of those ones that genuinely, like, it puts fear in me. Just because, like, you have to, I don't know if I'm more scared of the alien or if I'm more scared of, like, the androids in that game. But, fuck. That game definitely has some scary moments. I'm pretty sure they plan on making a sequel too, so at some point you can look forward to a sequel coming, I hope. Unless that gets canceled too, because it seems like nowadays a lot of games are just getting canceled. Sorry, we're just trying to make some money in this game. That's why I was doing this coliseum for a second. Bam! Ending a fight with a headbutt, the greatest move you could do. I'm at work and I'm exhausted and I just want to go home. Bar, you have the Monkey Punk 4D permission to go home. Now, unfortunately, I don't know if it applies everywhere else, but you know, you can try with your boss or your manager to see if it works. Maybe he'll let you go. The Monkey Funk 4D said to let you go? He might be down. Unless it's a she, and then she might be down. You know what's scary? Waking up with bruises and scratches. Never happened to me, but I've read horror online stories that people get attacked by demons in their sleep. Yeah, that would be horrifying, to be honest. I think you would immediately start like questioning if there's someone in your house who's like beating you up when you're sleeping. I think that would be like a lot of people's first thought. They're like, is there someone who's like trying to beat me up when I'm sleeping? It'd definitely be, especially with scratches, man. Waking up with scratches, especially if you wake up with scratches on your face. Yeah, that shit would not be, it would not be cool. I feel like there would be like a sleepwalker maybe in the house.
What's the early stuff?
Also, the game might be a little bit too loud, guys.
Everybody
Love everybody, I agree. Okay, the game is a little bit too loud. Unfortunately, I can't turn it down until I beat this fight, so enjoy, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. Yeah. Pardon? Oh, I'm good, I'm good. MCG cameo, guys. There you go. Good fight. But did that happen? That didn't happen to you, did it, A-Money? Never happened to me, but I've read online stories that people get attacked by demons in their sleep. Have you ever known anyone in person who that's happened to? Alright, before we do that, I'm gonna go and... Let me just turn down the audio a little bit. Nope. I will say some of the sound effects get pretty loud. Hopefully that kind of helps it. What are you doing right now, Bar? I know you're out. Are you still at work, or are you? What are you doing at work? Are you just watching videos on your phone? I do recall. I think in grade school some kid had that happen to him. Yeah. Hopefully that kid got exorcist. Hopefully he got some demon or some priest to, you know, come to him with like a cross and, you know, fix him up. To get the demons out of him. But yeah, that's not good. Now I understand where Batman Studios got the combat mechanics for the game from. I do suspect that they probably had some inspiration from this game. I definitely think so. I think that's potentially the case. Don't ask for the referral. I don't want your referral. Ooh, but I do want this briefcase of money. Yum 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 yum. On Yakuza 0, were your buttons on the controller correct? I started playing it, and circle is square, and square is X, but X is... Wait, so what kind of controller are you using? Are you using an Xbox controller, or are you using like a Logitech controller? Because I do know that from time to time, Steam... You're playing on Steam, right? Sometimes Steam will make it so the controls are a little bit different, or like they behave a little bit weirdly, just because they have their own Steam. Yeah, you see, I think Yakuza 0. I don't know if it has PlayStation 5 controller support. I think this game has controller support just because it's a little bit newer, but the Yakuza 0 came out in like 2015 or 2014, I think. So I don't know if it has the PlayStation 5 controller support. You might have to. Yeah, you might have to mess around with like the Steam Direct or like the Steam controller settings if you know where to do that. Okay, I can show you really quickly, really. Steam input, that's what it is. You might want to mess around with Steam input. Let me do this real quick. Oh, wait. Main front monitor.
Boy.
Because like, if you go to this screen here, and go to controller settings, this is where you would mess around with your PS5 controller and see if there's any kind, like, someone on the Steam community, they might have already put out a controller layout for yourself that you could probably use. So, yeah, if your PS5 controller doesn't directly work, I'd say definitely mess around with this. But it's, yeah, it's definitely worth checking out. I've had it mess around with games for a long while, to be honest. Like, there was a lot of games I would just... I don't want to say start freaking out, but they would not like at all work properly. Are you streaming also on Twitch? Yes, Ruthless. Sorry if I took a second to get to you, but I am also streaming on Twitch. Last of Us 2 will disappoint you. It disappointed me too. Have you played the new version of the game? I think they made the game like in chronological order, so you can play it from like how it was, you know, how it happened in like the actual timeline. So that's kind of cool. I kind of like that they added that kind of feature in. I work at a coffee stand in a hospital waiting for customers to arrive. I have 2 more hours. Really? Are you're not, okay, nice. Coffee stand's not bad, to be honest. Are you're a coffee guy yourself, Bar? Is that why you got into the coffee business? Or do you not touch this stuff? Ever since you started brewing it yourself, you now know the dangers of coffee and you don't want to drink it yourself. Alright guys, tea is drinking, now no more distractions.
Yeah.
Nah, I can't just let it slide. I've been drinking like this a lot these days. But it's been a while since I've seen someone show me some kindness. You see, a little bit of kindness goes a long way, guys. That's all you need. Just a little bit of kindness. I want to return the favor somehow. Oh, I know. How about you let me train your allies? Fair enough. I'll do that, just because I don't want to play as them myself. Turn to my booze to help drown my sorrows. Next thing I knew, I'd become a drunk old geezer. Pathetic, really. I feel like that's like... it's probably a big reality for people. They just become a boozer when they're old. Never mind. I mean, if you retire, like, what else is there to do, right? I guess there's going to be a lot of relaxation. There's probably going to be some prerogative almost to, like, you know, enjoy yourself in some regard.
Oh.
I don't know, what would I even do if I was retired? Probably play video games, honestly. Okay, so, Kamiyama, we are gonna train. $800,000, you are out of your mind. Get out of here. I'm not paying any single man $800,000. Or 800,000 yen. That's an insane price. And I'm a sane person. Ooh. Blue. Okay, maybe we can afford it at some point. I'm just grabbing some guy's gross-ass tuna leftovers. That's nasty. Oh, this is the entrance. Oh, okay. 1 minute. For some reason I was like, where am I? But now it makes a lot of sense. Is there anyone here I can talk to that can maybe become my worker? Hello? Any minions in the area? Any... Are you a fighter? The anniversary of my husband's death will be upon us soon. With time, the wounds in my heart have begun to heal. By that same token, memories have begun to fade. Okay, how much money? Yeah, you can bugger off. I'm not gonna be dressing as your dead husband. No offense, but I feel like that's just weird. I came to Japan to see Kabuki, but failed to get tickets. The next available show won't be until after I fly home. Please, I could see someone in Kabuki makeup. I'd be happy. All these guys want to see me like specific clothing. I don't want that. Are these all just gonna be? Yeah, okay, this is gambling. I do not gamble. No siree. I don't believe in it. Unless the odds are very much in my favor. And then, in which case, I do believe it. Alright, we're gonna talk to this guy over here, but he's probably gonna want me to dress up as his dead wife. Huh? Is that what you want me to do? Okay. A straw hat, t-shirt, and straw sandals. Wait, you can get a straw hat in this game? When did I miss that? I feel like I would have seen the straw hat and probably put it on myself. Never mind, I'm not trying to gamble. Okay, we'll move on from this character. Do 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 do. Man, this is a game that I probably... Can I do photo mode? How does the photo mode work in this one? Wait, do they really not want me taking pictures here? That's a little bit strange. Why would you prevent me from taking pictures at like the most picturesque place in the game? That's very strange. Unless it's just for like right now. Yo, Winslow, welcome in. Winnie, how are you doing today? And may I say, I love the way you guys have been like setting up the Super Squeeze the streams together. Those streams have been first of all, the thumbnail game is chef's kiss. I love the thumbnails that you guys have been coming up with. But how are you doing, Weenie? Right now, we are just gonna find someone else to beat up. Okay, can we edit the clan? Oh yeah, we don't have him on the... No, never mind. I can't right now, unfortunately. Whoopsies. Thanks. I've been making the thumbnails. I wasn't sure. No, they're really good. They're really good. I'd say keep up the good work. I've been trying to do more thumbnails myself here, as you probably could have seen. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. Let's get rid of the businessman. The businessman is not gonna be the guy who pulls us forward. You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I believe in that guy a little bit more than this guy. But let's go on to do this. But thank you overall thanks for coming. Hey, no worries, no worries. I was just looking for someone to raid out to. I'm like, you guys are usually fun. You guys are usually pretty good people to hold the hand over like the audience to. But what have you been like besides the like? I know you've been doing a lot of like co-op streams, but have you been playing any games yourself, Winslow? Like besides the streams with Super Squads? Okay, my bad. Who knocked me out? I like how he beats up his own guys. It kind of makes me a little bit happier. Okay, let me just beat up the goons first, and then we can all beat up the big guy together. Ooh. All right. I think that's when I do this, and I'm just gonna keep throwing cigarettes at him. Alright, that doesn't work as well for me. I just killed my own teammates, that's not good. Alright, we did good, we did good. Just podcast, but I will be playing DK. Donkey Kong. Wait, it comes out on Thursday? I didn't realize it came out on Thursday. Alright, I'm definitely gonna have to check that out, to be honest. Because, you know, I don't know if you understand, but here at Monkey Funk 40, we really enjoy primates, apes, gorillas, you know, whatever kind of, simian, that's what they're called, right? Simians? Whatever kind of primates I'm always a fan of. Alright, let's keep going. You hear that Sony brought all of From Software's shares? Is that actually the truth, or I feel like I've heard that rumor a couple times now, but it's never really been the truth. If that's the case, then people better keep that same energy with, you know how everyone criticizes Xbox whenever they buy a company? Keep that same energy for Sony, because they're not gonna be much better. I will say though, Microsoft is you know, they have made some mistakes for sure though, but it won't be good if From Software is only owned by Sony, I think. I think that would be a nightmare situation for a lot of people, to be honest. I'm gonna have to look into that. If that's actually like new news, then yikes. I do not like to hear that at all. Let FromSoft just be independent. Or not independent, but like, they're good where they are right now. Oh my god, my guy's like going like crazy mode. No. Okay, 1 minute. After this, we're gonna look into that news, because if that news is true, then yeah, that won't be my favorite piece of information. And they are waiting on for international approval to receive it, as was the case with Xbox, which was international investment company will give them approval for. Yeah, let me see this. That would be disappointing. Alright, I will say my usual news sources haven't reported this yet. So I kind of trust them first and foremost. But let me check out Twitter, because like usually the information kind of breaks from Twitter and then slowly kind of trickles out. But fuck. Alright. From Software. No, okay, move on. That's not the... Alright. I think we're good and safe in the woods at the moment, because I haven't seen anything reported in like the past like hour or two that kind of implies that's gonna happen. But I will say that it is a very strong possibility. I feel like that would be a company that, you know, FromSoft would, or Sony would definitely want to get their hands on. So I'm not doubting you at all. I'm just, the timing of it might be a little bit early. Okay, so I'm not gonna be able to do this one. I need more money. I need money. Interact with the president at the Coliseum lobby. Who is the president? Because I thought I've already interacted with the president. Is it gonna be this guy? Oh, you are the president. Oh, okay. When you've won all the bronze rank matches, please come and see me. Have I not? 1 minute. 1 minute. I thought I've done all the bronze rank messages. Yeah, no, oh wait. I haven't. I haven't. Alright.
Let's
Time to do it. They're currently waiting for the deal to be approved. At least there would be a higher chance for Bloodborne 2. I think that would be the only positive that I could see out of it at the moment. Would be Bloodborne 2 being like immediately confirmed. But at the same point, I don't know if that would be worth it for the company just being gone. What the hell is that? Was that really the fight? Was that supposed to be hard or something? I don't get what... I don't get it. I think that was supposed to be like a challenge or something. I punched him within like a second. I'm so confused. I'm like, really? Was that the challenge that they actually intended for me? That's a little bit sad. It saddens me a bit. Also, by the way, did I even change the stream information for... I didn't change the stream information for this stream here. Okay, let me change the title for a second. There you go. More Nightreign. Sponsored match. We'll do this one. This should be relatively easy. I've looked into it in depth. They have now overbought 70% of the shares and continue to buy over the years. They have not stopped buying more shares at every opportunity they have. They buy more and more shares. I mean, at the very least, that just means they're making more money off them, right? I would be investing in some FromSoft as well, to be honest. Can you know, would I be able to like invest into FromSoft? I want to be able to buy the company now. I want them to make a Monkey Funk game. I want them to make a Monkey Funk 4D Souls game. Don't know what that would even mean. Unfortunately, I would not have nearly enough money to do that. Was that it? What are they talking about? Why was I given 50,000 yen for a match that was like incredibly easy? That doesn't make any sense to me. Alright, well, I want to do all the sober matches. I'm going to try with these guys to do this, but I already can't. I don't know. I feel like this might be a little bit tougher, this one. Jason? Is that Jason? I was thinking about the guy from Heavy Rain, not that. not the Jason Voorhees. Jason? Is that what he says, or does he say a different name? Doom Dizzle, welcome in, Sloppy Poppy. Fuck yeah. Welcome in, Sloppy Poppy. We were just discussing the potential of FromSoft being bought by Sony, which, in my opinion, would not be a good idea. FromSoft would be wasting their money, or Sony would be wasting their money. No, I'm joking. It would not be a waste of money, but it would be a bad move, in my opinion. Alright, get me. There you go. No! Don't do that. Kill him. Get rid of him. Sloppy Poppy though, Doom Dizzle, how are you guys doing? I see that you were playing Red Dead Redemption, Sloppy. How are you doing? How are you enjoying the back and forth from 1 and 2? I'm assuming you probably took advantage of that one deal that they had on the store. Oh, come on. Just let me win. This is how I have to do this. This is how I win. I just have to keep walking up to him with a drop kick. Doing well, about to have some lunch. Oh, I was asking about Red Dead Redemption 2. I think I seen that you were playing Red Dead Redemption 2 today. Or yesterday. I was like, you're going back and forth with the games. Okay, was that all we had to do for the silver? Currently not being held, so what? I'm gonna be told that I can't have the next rank up? That saddens me. I think as long as FromSoft is able to keep creative control of the projects and their staff, it wouldn't be a terrible idea. I'm just not on board with any like company, Xbox or Sony or Nintendo, just buying companies anymore like that. I'm like, I'd rather, I don't know. Sony's definitely, people will easily point out like Microsoft being very bad for game developers, but I'm like, I don't know. I definitely think there's been some mismanagement from Sony themselves. Not to like be like, you know, trying to point out the bad in Sony, but I just don't want to see a game like Bloodborne be exclusive again, right? That's all I'm saying. I'd rather have all the games come on PC. That's more my own like selfish need, but okay, 1 minute, let's go. But at the same point, you're probably right that it wouldn't be the worst thing as long as they have their creative control. Okay, where are we going? I have to go back to the lounge and then enjoy myself spending like 2 million bucks. That's gonna suck. And Doom Dizzle, what are you gonna get for lunch? I had a nice turkey sandwich right before I started streaming, and I thought that was pretty nice. A nice turkey sandwich for the soul. Yeah, that's fair. That should be clause going forward is non-exclusivity. If anyone is not gonna make their games exclusive, it'd definitely be. I mean, Xbox would be like the first and foremost person, right? But I feel like Sony might be like second to that as well. Especially now that they've been like releasing a lot more games on PC. They probably understand the value of having that fan base. Can I hire new teammates? Because I don't want to work on these current teammates. Wait, the perfect thing to commemorate a special day for a fellow fighter? Wait, what? Wait a minute. Where's the big guy? I'm gonna give you a gift. You get a bamboo. Here you go, here's some bamboo. Okay. Ask for a referral. We'll spend 70,000. Alright. I'm not gonna say no to a cop. You probably should be a pretty good fighter, I hope. Now I understand everything. Kawaka herself, the parent company of the company, and asked somebody to buy them. Really? I wonder if they're having like some financial trouble, if that's the truth. I played some Red Dead Redemption Online last night and it wasn't too bad. Oh yeah, they've been doing. I think they did like one big update. I don't know if big is the right word for it, but I know they did an update recently that got more people excited for it. Especially because they don't typically update Red Dead Redemption Online anymore. I'm pretty sure Red Dead Redemption Online has been kind of treated as dead until the past week or so. Currently eating some thick egg rolls for lunch. I want some Chinese food. Chinese food would be pretty good. Katakawa, and now they are in the process of talking. That's why everyone thinks they've sold the company. But there's a chance that will happen because the parent company has asked Sony to do so. I'm hoping someone, rational comes in and buys them. No, I'm joking. I'm trying to think of what a rational company would even be. Yo, Papa Bardmaster, welcome in. The update's cool. I like the UI and the way they're running the missions now and stuff.
Nani?
I honestly have not checked it out since like they've launched Red Dead Online, so maybe it would be worth checking out at some point. Especially because MCG already has Red Dead Redemption installed and I don't have to install another game. I'm not too sure. Wait. No, I'm pretty sure that was only because... Okay, I thought for some reason they sold online separately, but I think it was only if you want to play the online portion only. For some reason I had it in my mind that online was locked behind some paywall, but I'm like, wait a minute, no, that was I think that was only like an optional thing where like if you didn't want to buy the full single player game, you could buy the MP. Alright, confusion averted. Because there's an official Katakawa letter to Sony, that's why the internet's going crazy. The internet's going crazy. I have not seen a single post on X yet. the minute I see a post on X, that's when I'll be like, okay, the world's going crazy. But I have not seen anything yet about that. Not to take the wind out of the sails there, but I checked my usual like game sources and I haven't seen anyone mention this yet. Like I said, this could be just like completely like new information, like just breaking news. But let me see if the FromSoft subreddit or something would be more aware of this. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, nothing really. We'll wait on further updates. This is the news, the Monkey Punk 40 news broadcast. Oh, this is from 7 months ago. This was from 7 months ago, so I'm gonna have to say, there's probably gonna be. I gotta hear more recent news. 7 months ago is a lot different from like a month, or like speaking as if it's like now. I'm gonna take a beer though. Actually, I don't want a beer. Okay, is that bamboo? Pine? Okay, any more people I can just hire? No, I don't want to give you a gift. I want to hire more people. Do I really have to pay like $200,000 to hire someone else now? This is my money. I earned it.
Greasy.
It is greasy. I earned this money. I shouldn't have to give it up to recruit new people. 200,000 yen? Alright, fine. Okay. This guy is actually maybe worth the price. An impersonator who looks up to Ryu Goda. Okay. How much more money is for the second hit here? Let's roll the dice, baby. Okay, I regret that. I don't want that guy on my team. Fuck, I could have used the 2 million for something else. All right, we'll make the money back real quick. That does make me a little bit sad, though. It hasn't happened in recent weeks, but the CEO has issued a statement saying it's actually true. No, I don't know when it happened exactly, but according to what he says, the CEO said it himself. Well, like I said, it's all 7 months ago, that information, like that from that video. All the information from 7 months ago, so. That's the only reason why I'm saying I need to hear something a little bit more, like, recent. I remember when that was, like, breaking that news, too, and I was kind of keeping up to date on that. That was a big debate that was happening a while ago, too. That's why I'm a little bit unsure about that. Alright, we're gonna go here. Actually, that's 3 people in a row. I hate that fight, to be honest. That one's not fun. Okay. Well, let's do this one and just make some money off that. Alright, get rid of these guys. And now we have... Oh, wait, he's gold. I didn't notice he was a gold guy. Okay, is this guy a shooter or what? I'm gonna be honest, I'd rather have that guy than the cop. I don't know if I necessarily believe the cop is gonna be good for the team. Let's do it. I'll definitely keep an eye on that news though, Bar. If I hear any more like details, I'm sure you'll probably be keeping up the track on that too. You seem very interested in the going-ons of the FromSoft company. I wonder how much, like, how big of a purchase that would be, like, money-wise. How much money would they really, like, straight up ask for? I love being able to juggle people in this game. I think juggling characters is one of those like underrated things in the game. Also, the old days of Red Dead Online were so fun, just hanging out in Blackwater and heading shoot randoms as they spawn and listen to Rage. Is that, when you say the old Red Dead Online, would that be referring to Red Dead 2, or would that be referring to like the true Red Dead, like Red Dead Redemption? Because that online was a lot of fun, honestly. I loved the regular Red Dead Redemption Online. The unlocking of characters and having to like do all the bases within like a certain amount of time. I'm pretty sure that was like an achievement where you had to do all of the headquarters within like, what was it? 24 hours, I think? Go. Good fight. Guys, raise your hands. This is the part of the show where you have to do that. You know, let's try and do this one. I have a feeling that we can do a lot better of a job on this one. The Hell Arena. What a funny name for it. I wouldn't want to be in any place called the Hell Arena. I've always liked the standoff mode, almost like the team deathmatch with Cowboys. From what I've seen with the Xbox, with all these companies buying and building one after the another, it takes at least 3 years for it to rise above the water, and we see what really happened. So Sony and Kadokawa will take a few years before we see the effect of the water. Like I said, I'm not going to concern myself with it until I see the big, bold headline that says, Sony buys From Software. Just being like, there's so many little details you have to keep up with to make sure, like, okay, this is going on, this is accurate, this is accurate, this is accurate. Once I see that bold headline that says, From Software bought, that's when we'll, you know, we'll know what happened. I don't disbelieve that Sony is not going to go after FromSoft though. I mean, like I said, we've seen the video too. we've like they have Bloodborne, right? Like they have a very close relationship already, or they did at some point. Also, they're both in Japan, so that probably also is a pretty big factor. No. Okay, I should probably go and help Mr. Ryu Goda there. What the standoff mode? I don't remember what the standoff mode was. Was that the mode where you guys did the duel? Fuck! I didn't want that guy doing that, to be honest. Plot twist: Nintendo buys from Soft and you never get to play another one on Switch. Yeah, you see, that would be the worst fucking. That'd be like the worst option, to be honest. Ending number 3, from Soft gets bought and they're used to make Mario games from now on. You will never have a regular Mario game again, just a Dark Souls inspired Mario. Some people would love that, to be honest. Super Mario Sunshine, but just think with Dark Souls. Alright. Mr. Black Oni, I gotta do this. Oh my god, I just kicked him pretty nicely there. How did I do better with the other team? I'm pretty sure this team is a lot weaker in comparison. Alright, good. We did it. And it also touches me on other points. The company also produces anime series that I love. I mean, would Sony also be buying that? Would they have interest in buying an anime company? I mean, like Sony, don't they produce movies, right? They produce their own movies, so I'm assuming they would also have an interest in buying the anime company. You know, anyone who isn't on the low end either, you know, Sony makes the. I'm pretty sure Sony and Disney have an agreement where, like, I'm pretty sure Sony handles a lot of the Disney releases for like their physical hardware or like their physical releases. So like any Blu-rays that you see from Disney movies now, I think have some involvement from Sony. I think. Just because I think Disney doesn't want to handle that part themselves. I'm pretty sure that got handed over to Sony distribution. But that's only for people who are 4K Blu-ray fiends like I am. I love my 4K Blu-rays. I like how your Anaconda did nothing. Okay, I don't like how that did that though. What kind of animes do you like from them, Bar? To be honest, that sounds cool. It sounds cool as fuck, but it also sounds miserable.
Everybody love everybody.
Okay, this is already not going well for me. I think this one, this guy just wanted to punish my character. He's like, you want to make this much money again? It's not gonna happen. Go. I don't like this guy. This guy is... Hey, super guard. Handle him for right now. I gotta get my kicks warmed up. Okay, super guard, go. Mario Souls, but make it closer to like Jedi Fallen Order, God of War, in the sense that they make it more entry level to that gameplay. I feel like the more, you know, I said Mario off of like a whim just because I was like, you know, Mario would be a funny one to see Dark Souls-ified, but if there's any actual game that would be like cool to see Dark Souls-ified, I feel like Zelda would be, you know, the top contender almost. Some people would also say they already have been kind of Dark Souls-ified. I don't know if that's... Kind of. I mean, Breath of the Wild, a lot of people like kind of drew comparisons to like Dark Souls in that game. I don't know if it was just because Dark Souls was more fresh in people's minds and Zelda had like a nice little delay before the previous Zelda game, but it seems like that was the case. Alright, first off, this is the best way to make money. Alright. I have to figure out how to go about this because my characters are weak. I don't know if I should be paying for upgrades for my characters or what. Wait a minute, nope. I have an idea. I have an idea. A Mario cinematic game though, like going back to like the God of War, you know, it would be very interesting to see Mario in like a cinematic style. They had like a cinematic style mixed with their Mario like Odyssey. I feel like that'd be a decent mix. That's true. The combat in Breath of the Wild is very similar, but otherwise, no, exactly. It doesn't have like the bonfires. There's very minor like similarities, but like I said, it was mostly due to people who I think have been playing Dark Souls for the past like. Well, when Breath of the Wild came out, that was what, was it 2018? Twenty seventeen. So what? That would have been probably fresh off of Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, pretty much. But yeah, you know, you're right in the sense that like they do not really have actual any like similarities to fucking Dark Souls. Like besides the combat feel, a little bit, yeah. But there's no like bonfires. There's no. I'm trying to think of what other similarities that we could like even pull from Dark Souls that you would be able to match with Zelda there. The bosses, there you go. But to have Bowser be a Souls boss would be pretty awesome. That would be kind of cool having like a... If Breath of the Wild or like... I mean, if Mario had that kind of open world-ness where you can just kind of like go and do bosses on your own terms. It'd be very interesting to see at the very least. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna practice with the one character. No. This guy. This is our #1 guy. Oh shit, I was off. Yeah, 2018. Honestly, I thought for some reason in my mind I thought, did it come out in 2015? But yeah, no, it's definitely been a while since they actually like released Breath of the Wild. Bro, this guy sucks. This guy is garbage. No! Why do I only have a riot shield? Go, go, go. Go, 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 go. This guy is garbage. What? Ugh. That was painful. That was painful. So never play with that character again. I don't get how it's supposed to even use him. He's probably only good for support and that's it. This guy is the guy I want to fight as. Can I not like heal them or are they just kind of stuck with their low health? Alright, little Ryu, you get the fight. Each area is yours to kind of just as you please. Sloppy, are you going to be playing the Donkey Kong game this week, or are you going to be waiting on that game? Because I'm pretty sure Donkey Kong comes out this week, right? Someone else came in here and mentioned it, and I was like, oh shit, that's kind of cool. But how are you supposed to do this as anyone besides Kuryu? Yeah. I want to be honest, no one else is able to like be nearly as good as Kuryu in this one. That sucks. That's garbage. I'm gonna give him some more health here, just because we need it. Extreme heat mode. Might as well pay for that. I've been saying I just want to buy all the moves for these guys, just so it's a little bit easier to... It's kind of like just mastering the controls of the combos and whatnot, and then, you know, we can do all the power-ups over here. I feel like that's probably the best way to go about this, honestly. Temporary attack boost, we'll go with that. Ooh. Oh, wait, I didn't realize it was boost attack power after performing a heat action. Okay, that's not so bad. Backed into the corner, search that training one's back muscles are the key to counter-attacking. Okay, sounds good to me. I kind of wasted my money there, I'll be honest. It was money well wasted. Money well wasted. More than a married couple, BU, the Rising of the Shield Hero, Konosuba, Mushoku Tensei, Jobless. So these are all just animes that you're interested in. You see, at some point I gotta go back and like rewatch, yeah, I gotta rewatch or like at least finish watching Samurai Champloo, because I'm pretty sure Ghost of Yutoi, that entire game has like a new mode that's inspired by Samurai Champloo. So I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool. I'm like, just as I was mentioning it like a couple weeks ago, that's like very convenient. Oh, this guy's a coward. What? Bro, my guide was not allowed to like move. He was like locked into the animation there. Okay, that guy just... he cheated. I'll be honest, Hammerhead here cheated. I don't think I did it in like an S rank type of manner. Oh, I did do it in an S rank type of manner. Okay. I made a little bit of money. I'm gonna wait on DK, got Breath of the Wild to start, and probably TOTK after then. Pokemon, so my Nintendo schedule is booked. That's fair, that's fair. Once you finish all those games, hopefully Nintendo decides, alright, we're gonna be very generous. We're gonna give you guys a 10% discount after 2 years. That's usually how Nintendo is. They do not give away discounts whatsoever, honestly. And I'm pretty sure they're removing, like, I don't know if anyone here was using the game vouchers, but that was a big thing that they got rid of recently. I used to buy the game vouchers just so you could like redeem them for when like a new one comes out and you can just easily just redeem it. I thought that was kind of a cool concept they had, but you know, if it's a good deal, you can't have it be a concept for too long. This is all Sony owns in anime production and studios, Aniplex. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know any of these guys. I'm not familiar with any of the big like anime developers. Crunchyroll is the only one I kind of know. Whacking that anime. I kind of know. Anime Lab, I don't know. Probably wasn't making them money. Yeah, probably wasn't. It probably was, again, if anything that's a good deal, it's probably not a big money maker. But there was a certain subset of people who were enjoying it. And I'm going to be honest, the last time I did use that feature, I did not use it in like, it was probably pre-COVID last time I used that feature, honestly. Oh, come on. Curry, how could you miss that whipping like that short of a span there? Come on, come on. I'm gonna lose this because I didn't do it in like an S rank time. Come on! You held off until I passed the minute time. This guy's a scumbag. He literally waited until I was up, like down one more minute or 1 second. Scumbag. I love how I said I was gonna do more of the story in this game, but I was kind of just grinding the coliseum. Someone's gotta do it. Alright, 1 minute. This guy. I hate blockers in this game. There are so many people in this game, or so many like annoying traits in this game that it's so hard to like. I don't know, the blockers, I still have a hard time trying to figure out a way to like fight them. And that's never gonna change. I think it was a good feature for people who didn't know what games to buy for other, yeah, that too. That too. Could you just give them as like a gift, or was it just always like, well, are you meaning like, oh yeah, you just give it to like a kid and like the kid will spend it on whatever he wants at that, like, whatever given time? Bro, I hate these guys. Bro, why do you give me the guys who like have the most mobile like jump around skills? It's so hard to get S rank on these ones just because these guys are so like. Thanks, game. Thanks, game. Give me someone who attacks. Can I just like restart this? Fuck this. I probably should have just beat him up and just took in the money, but I was kind of frustrated with that. I'm like, are you kidding me? So I'm supposed to do that in 45 seconds. I don't get how. I'm gonna be honest, I don't get how. Like giving it to a kid, yeah, fair enough. Let him buy, yeah, Super Mario Party, Super Smash Bros. Let's go. There you go. That was within 45 seconds. So it's a matter of luck. They pretty much, they spawn in a couple of different like NPCs and they all have their own different behaviors. That's a little bit cheap, to be honest. I kind of wish it was always like the same fighter just so it wasn't, you know, based on luck there. This one's gonna be a pain in the ass. I'm not gonna be able to do this one. 3 people in a row and you're supposed to do it in like a very short time. Kadoga and Sony own a lot of the big anime space that people watch. Yeah, I'm assuming people probably aren't happy with that. People shouldn't be happy with monopolies happening, honestly. At the same time, though, if they're the only ones who are like funding it, then I guess like, what are they to do? Unless they're the ones like, who are like directly going after companies and they're like just poaching them as soon as they start making one good anime. Oh, I hear you're making an anime. I'm Sony and I'm gonna buy you. 3 people in a row in a short time? Sounds like my Saturday night. Are you talking about like doing like a... You're probably talking about doing one of those like, you know, Tonga lines or like the... Nah, I don't fucking know where I'm going with that. We all knew what you were going for, Sloppy. It was a sloppy time that you were going for. 3 people in a one night, though, that would be crazy. Okay, this is gonna be a pain in the ass. I'm not gonna be able to do this in like... come on, I need to beat you before the... There you go, I'm giving myself 30 seconds. Stop fucking moving! Stop moving! Stop! There you go! That stops you. That's how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to just put them in the air and boom, they can't stop moving there. Never gotten that far. Fair enough, fair enough. It's probably not a place where you really want to go, to be honest, that far. Unless you are very much into that kind of act. Stop giving me these jumpy guys. How are you supposed to do this in like fucking a minute and 45 seconds if you're not able to like even catch up with them in time? So stupid, man. 1 minute and 45 seconds? That's right. That's the time I'm supposed to be beaten? 1 minute and 30 seconds. What the fuck? That is crazy time, to be honest. That is crazy time. Alright. I went on 2 day trip in 24 hours and I felt like a monster. To be honest, yeah, I can understand feeling like a monster for that, to be honest. That is, I'm assuming, what was it that you went on one date and you were like, okay, that date didn't go well, time to go on another one? Or was it just you had 2 arranged at once? But yeah, arranging 2 at once might be definitely a little bit questionable, a little bit. You're filling up your time your timetable really nicely. Hopefully it wasn't too expensive. That seems like at least a fun weekend at the very least. Like, you know what, let me get my heat up right away just so I can beat that first guy. You know, actually, 1 minute. I haven't really done... no, not that. Yeah, I haven't done this. This will be helpful. This will be very helpful. Okay. I'm gonna do that and then it's gonna just waste my heat. I can already kind of tell. Why do I have such a motivation to get S rank on this? I have no idea. Oh, come on. The game started really quickly. I hate when my hair is like down and like in my face. Not in my face, but like. Oh, that's the way to do it. I'm gonna be honest, I tried to dodge that and unfortunately the game just... was like, no, 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 he didn't do that. Is that gonna use my full heat bar? Don't use my full heat bar. Okay, it only used one. For some reason, I was under the impression that I was going to use my full heat bar. That's fine. I like that just because it kind of makes it so the time freezes and kind of saves me some time. I double booked myself with 2 people I was talking to, but not yet actually dated. Fair enough. I was going to say, if you're going like if you're dating 2 different people at once, that's like a sitcom type of scenario. Truth be told. There you go. This is what I'm supposed to do. Boom, boom, boom. This might be the time I get the S rank. It would be it would be my preference though if we had a little bit more time for this last guy, because I know this last guy is going to be a pain in the ass on purpose. Right? Right, Brave? Bro, look at this! Why? That drives me nuts. Yeah, that's fucking bullshit, bro. The guy's like so jumpy. My face has gone from completely happy with this to being actually frustrated with it. He's no offense, but he looks like he weighs more than fucking 200 pounds. He should not be able to do all these flips. And he's also wearing a military vest. I don't know why I'm bringing that up, but I'm assuming that military vest probably has some weight, some heftiness. I don't care if this is a video game. I'm gonna start criticizing your physics. Alright, at least I got 317,000, but that's not worth it. I need more. I'm hungry. I don't even want to do this again. We'll have to do it again at some other point. How much money do I have? 400,000? I deserve more. Okay, how do we leave? I wonder if there's any new like characters you've unlocked, because I've gotten S on a lot of those challenges, right? So I feel like they deserve I deserve some kind of reward for that. Hey, did you see that flippy guy who was like over 200 pounds who was making a mockery of me? Oh, never mind, she doesn't want to talk. Oh, a gold tiger. Oh, okay. Oh! Okay, now I can go into the VIP range. That's nice. At least there's some benefit to that now. But how do I get the platinum? That's what I need to know most. Get the network's level to 20 and win 3 gold ranks. I feel like I've already done that. Alright, let's move on. I'm just looking for money at this point. You have any money on you? My guy needs a little bit of pocket change just so he can level up. Creature, welcome in. I've been missing streams due to sleep. Hey, that's a perfectly good reason to be missing streams, honestly. No, never feel bad on missing streams for sleep. Enjoy the streams in your dreams. That's what I like to refer to as sleep, is just Those, I don't know what I'm trying to even say here. Hopefully you're having a good Tuesday though so far, Creature. Imagine you go to sleep and you dream of streams. I feel like that'd be the worst kind of dream. Unless you're like really into streams, but I mean like, you know, out of everything you could dream about, and you dream about streaming. That'd be very questionable. You could be picturing yourself flying on the back of a dragon, but nope. You're dreaming about streaming. I too am just looking for money. I need money. What's that song? We're gonna play that song now. Not the one from Pink Floyd. There's a couple money songs. Just insert any money song about money. Wait, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch had a song that says I need money? You know what? Let's hear this. I'm curious to what Marky Mark had in store. I've been waiting like crazy for Shipgate beta test and Kyber playtest. I've been playing Lords of the Fallen like crazy, so fun. Is that on Game Pass, Lords of the Fallen? Lords of the Fallen I've heard a lot of good things about, I feel. I feel like I've heard a lot of like good things about the updates that they've been doing, where they've, I don't know, I feel like the game came out in like a kind of a messy state, and then they, you know, they fixed it. That's all. I like to hear that though. I always like to hear when a game dev never gives up on their game. Oh. I need money. Thank you, Marky Mark, for serenading us with this. Has anyone ever listened to Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch? Sloppy Bob, have you ever listened to like a full Marky Mark album? I'm almost curious on how it sounds. Or anyone in the chat. It's cross-platforms too, so it's actually... Oh, really? Hey, Elden Ring Nightreign. Maybe add that to your game. Cross-platform would be very much appreciated. I feel like Mark Wahlberg would really not like when I call him like Marky Mark. I wonder who's allowed to call Mark Wahlberg Marky Mark. I've never actually listened to more than one Marky Mark song. I think it's the one big Marky Mark song too, I'm assuming. Good vibrations. I got them good vibrations. Who knew there was a lot of songs about needing money? Oh, it's okay. I know who exactly they are. I was looking for a different song. All right, let's get away from this Marky Mark song. Also, should we go do some karaoke? We might have to do some karaoke. Is there a lot of like, gameplay classes that you can play as Creature in the Lords of the Fallen? Like, is there a lot of different styles that you can switch between, like physical or like using magic or anything like that? Or is it all kind of like the same kind of You know, you need to be up close and personal fighting. Don't teleport me there. Please don't teleport me there.
えそれより上流これから暇またステイル行こうやこの前楽しかったし
すまない
上流用事済んだ
Fine, we'll go do the quest for you. Let's go and drink and sing at the karaoke.
ちゃんと終わらせてから飲んでるんです
A very grounded leader who handles your responsibilities before letting loose.
上流もこのお店
You taking a liking to this bar yet, Joryu? I have. It's a nice place.
せやろ
It does look like a nice bar. These are the type of bars I would want to go to. A nice, like, clean. It seems like a relatively quiet place.
大活躍やしね
お力になれて何ただ
I'm gonna go to Japan and just
その割には
peruse their bars.
浮かない顔をしてるな
From what I understand, though, Japan has a lot of cool
そ
bars.
んなことないやろ
さっきはため息もついてた
We're gonna make a money playlist where it's just only songs about
その
money.
様子を気遣ういい部下だろ
まあ
Come on, hurry up.
上流が心配しすぎるからなんかハードル上がってるけどほんまに大したことないんや
そうなのか
前に上流聞いたやろ赤目ネッ
I think after this cutscene, we'll probably switch it over to Nightreign for a second.
ああ
うちな
We'll probably end up playing that, get some
歌手になりたかった
get some bosses in.
歌手にそれ
Maybe
は
maybe a little bit more of this, to be honest. Let me see what the next main story mission is.
そう思うやろもう何年前になるやろうちは裏社会とは何も関係な
You
い
can't use Hick. Hick's offensive.
歌手を目指して
I don't want you using that term.
バイトしネットに動画上げて CD も手売りしてな
そうだったのか
いつか誰かがうちを見つけてくれると信じてやっとったけ
I
ど
can't believe that someone would recognize my talent
誰
eventually.
も見向き
Yada
もし
yada
てくれなか
yada.
った
But not a single person has paid me
成
attention.
功するには
Alright.
でも
Let's
お
move
仲間も
on.
連れてきてくれて冗談半分で
Can we like mid-game switch like the audio? You know what? As soon as we get done with the cutscene, I'm gonna switch it back over to the English
気
voiceover.
のいい奴らじゃねえか
Just so we can...
うん
I have a very, very bad habit of trying to read the subtitles as they're also talking.
時は思わず
And I feel like there's a lot of like audio overlap.
それからやなあの人らとつながりができたんはうちはバイト先で出た廃棄するお弁当をこっそり分けてあげてホームレスの人たちはうちの宣伝をしてくれてそういうささやかなやりとりが積み重なっていくうちに今の赤目ネットワークが出来上がったんや
そういう経緯があったのかふんじゃあ赤目ネットワークってのはもともとあんたのファンクラブだったってわけか
そうとも言えるかなネットワークのみんなのおかげで一時期順調に CD が売れ
Anyone here see have any interest in like that Grounded 2 game?
結構名が知られるようになった
There's a new game called Grounded 2 that I mean it's not it's a sequel to Grounded 1, but I think it's coming out like next week or so. Or at least in like 2 weeks, I
新しく
think.
建てるホテルのステージをうちに任せたいってオファーをくれたんや
If I play another survival game, I might have to pick up Grounded, maybe.
何か問題が
Maybe.
起きたのか
そういうこと
How's the arena chat going on? How's everyone on the arena chat, YouTube chat? Anyone in the YouTube chats?
それが
Not me. Yeah, boy, don't do bugs. Yeah, fair enough. You don't like the spiders? You don't like the creepy crawlies? Are you allergic to the bee stings?
グループは崩壊しとった
I assume most people are probably allergic to bee stings, in the sense that, you know, if you get stung, you probably don't want to... It's probably going to be painful regardless.
なら
Actually, never mind. If you are allergic, though, it's probably 10 times worse.
ないだろ
Maybe even 100 times
うキャッ
worse.
スルの仲介役なんてよく引き受けてるな
しゃあないわこの町で近江に睨まれたら誰も生きていかれへん
You're not a big fan of Rick Moranis slap puppy?
ラッキーや
the
仲間を
what's that movie called?
か
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
あんたは立派だな
You wanna live in a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids universe?
生き残るのに必死やっただけやって
These are the one type of bug I respect.
うん
Yeah, what about hornets though? Hornets and wasp.
予定通
You
り
respect
ちゃんと
them?
完成してたら
I don't respect them because they don't make any kind of honey that I would want to eat.
どっかで見たことない？
まさか
I think I've seen a wasp pick up a cigarette and start smoking it once, and I was like, wow, that's
おっちゃんの作ってた
That's
ホテル
crazy.
がいつの間にか船の上に鎮座しとっ
that makes me not like wasp at all.
ほんま人をバカにすんのも
Hey
いい加減
monkey,
にせえって思う
can't be like Mike. Welcome in.
夢の
And
舞台に
Mike, we were
立つ
talking about our favorite bugs in
まあ
the
それが
whole
ケチのつき始めで
bug
だん
kingdom.
だんうちの
Do you have a favorite
人
bug?
気も落ち
Can't be like
始め
Mike.
逆にネットワークの方は
Do you
どんどん
enjoy
大
the
きくなってい
bees? Do you
った
enjoy the spiders?
そんで
If you enjoy.
いつの間にか歌手の
I don't think I actually enjoy any bug. I actually hate bugs. I'm gonna be honest. If I could live in a place that doesn't have any bugs, I probably would be happy with that.
だってことやね
I feel like I've only been in
青
space
臭
though.
い夢を抱いてた
I started this game a while ago. I really like to start. Are you hopefully you're fully like enjoying the game? Are you playing it off on like your off time? Are you playing it on stream?
大人
Are you doing some recording for it?
そういうこと青臭い
But
夢
hopefully you're enjoying the game. Can't be like Mike.
今のうちは赤目ネットワークのボスや
ならその顔はここでだけにしておけぶ
そんな
I played it off stream for about 3 hours. It's not a bad one honestly.
そう見え
It's really not a bad one. I think everyone who comes by and like sees this game for the first time, they're always surprised about the graphics and whatnot. I feel like the graphics usually take people by surprise with this game.
成り行きもあったとはいえ赤目ネットワークは今のあんたにとって大切なもんだ
Also, the fighting is incredibly fun.
なら
I'll never be able to deny that.
欲張っち
欲張る
仲間も守あんたくらいできる女なら
上流でもやっぱり
そりゃな
本当に少しやけどね
手厳しいな
さ気を取り直して
お手柔らかにな
Alright. Our bond is so strong that we can play Pocket Circuit together. Beautiful. Okay, let me go to the Academy Network. How are we not at level 16 already? Oh! Ooh, I might want that 1 million yen. Bro, why is there so much money that comes in right now? Of course they would give me a bunch of, like, opportunities for money. Alright, the Gold Scourge, liberate the Hammerman, seeking advice. We'll go after the homeless man. That's the most rational thing we can do. Forehead, welcome in. How are you doing, Forehead? Welcome in on the arena side. Everyone repost the stage. Hey, that's the goal. If you guys want to repost it, that's up to you. But Forehead, how are you doing, man? What are you up to? You a gamer? You play any games, Forehead? Can't be like Mike. Did you play like all the other ones, or were you just starting on this spy one? Okay. A gorilla build. What's a gorilla build? The guy's built like a gorilla. I want to see this. I want to see how jacked he is, or if he walks on his like feet or on his legs. No, not that. Does he walk on his like feet, or does he walk on his like arms like he's a gorilla? Okay, end the destruction. That guy has a particular coat on. Makes me think he's like a special character. Wait, these guys have guns. Why do you have a shotgun? I don't like seeing people with shotguns in Japan. That's not good. Bro, I'm gonna be honest, I wish the one defense method, I wish it worked more with the weapons. Unfortunately, as soon as I start using it on the weapons, it doesn't work at all. Oh! Wait a minute! This is the guy from Lost Judgment? Is that the guy?
Oh.
I think this guy's from a different, like, video game.
Yeah.
There's no mistaking you, Gorilla Man. How are you doing, Papa Bardmaster? Welcome in. Oh, you were in here earlier, actually, so maybe not welcome in, but... What are you up to right now, Papa? Sir, why are you beating up several people at once? My guy doesn't have a job. This is the best way to make money. Also, sometimes they drop food, too. I'm not gonna say no to, you know, saving money on food. Are you telling me if you found some food from a guy who got beat up, you wouldn't take a bite of it? Someone had a bagel in their pocket, you're not gonna take a bite? Free food's free food. There you go. You don't need to go to the dentist now. Now you just have gums.
Boy.
That guy doesn't need to look in the mirror. He doesn't look like a gorilla at all. Unless it's on the military camp, because then it's the usual day of banter between soldiers. That's true. Well, are soldiers known for beating each other up?
Yeah.
I need to have like my soldier expert come in here and tell me if that's the truth. Kaito. Yep, so he's been from the previous, the one game series, Judgment. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I wonder if this would have been like a cool Easter egg if I had played the game first, and I would have recognized more of the characters.
Boy.
Oh.
Hmm?
Huh? Oh.
Well, not like being beaten, but we do like to jokingly fight in free time. Fair enough, fair enough. You gotta always keep yourself sharp. You gotta make sure that there's no one who just comes from behind and, you know, beat the shit out of you. You know, beat the shit out of you. As a former military guy, we used to beat the shit out of each other. Fair enough. I'll take it as like you guys never went too hard on each other. It was just like some playful wrestling, hopefully. Hopefully it wasn't bars of soap and like a sock. Hopefully it's not that type of like, you know, beating the shit out of each other. Are you from the military, Papa Bard? No, I didn't take a picture of your thing yet. Are you the homeless guy I have to beat up? Are you the guy who supposedly built like a gorilla?
Oh.
You're those two Kamaroko detectives, Kaito and this year's Higashi. I'm just here for them 1 million yen, that's it.
Oh,
Well, as long as you don't end up killing each other, it's not going too hard. Fair enough. Fair enough. I would assume there would be a thing where, like, I don't know if the drill sergeant is like the guy you answer to 24/7, but I feel like, yeah, they might not take too kindly to someone who can't properly walk to do their duties, right?
oh,
But it just toughens you guys up. Squee the Killer, what's up? How are you doing, Squee? Welcome in on the arena side. We're still doing a little bit of Yakuza. We're gonna do a little bit of the Yakuza main story, and then we're gonna probably pop into some Nightreign. But how are you doing, Squee?
oh,
Totembordy is a big place, sure as hell. Detective. Okay, fair enough. You're not gonna let me read. Makes me sad.
huh?
What's that? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
How the hell would I know? Wouldn't they know? Okay, let's get going. We got set up. Someone set us up to fight each other for some reason. Carted away, not ambulance right there and then. Might be the silver lining of this whole damn thing. At least they got a few nights in a warm bed. That's nice. That's nice. Wouldn't it be nice to... Actually, no, it wouldn't. I was gonna say, like, being a homeless guy and then waking up in that nice warm hospital bed. I feel like that would be a nice surprise. Until you figure out why, you know, you ended up there.
Oh,
Get some good hospital food too. Ooh. I'm not gonna say no to some hospital food. Hospital food's some of the best food I've ever had. No, I'm joking. Some people hate hospital food. I think a lot of people. I'm sure it's probably different from place to place, honestly. But at least the food I had was pretty good. Just waking up, nice Squee. Hopefully you got yourself a nice coffee. Nice coffee, and then you know, hopefully you can wake up with. Did you end up streaming last night, Squee? Because unfortunately, like, by 1 p.m. I'm usually in bed, or by 1 a.m. I'm usually in bed here. Well, I'm not from the military, but I do some cadets. Oh, okay. Usually I just go into a bar with an outfit and just get free drinks. That's usually what I'm joking, that's horrible. You just do some stolen valor for fucking free drinks. Yeah, I just go, I have this handy military uniform I wear just to get some free drinks from time to time. Now that is probably not good. Probably not good.
Yeah.
There's legal punishment for being caught as like a stolen valor type dude, right? Like if you're caught doing stolen valor, there's gotta be some kind of punishment, right? It is too hot for coffee. Fair enough. Fair enough. Just stand on your like right outside and just get some sun energy. That'll wake you up. Yeah, I stream nightly around 10:30 or 11 my time. Okay. So I'm assuming that probably gets to the later parts for me, just because you're on the Western time zone. Wait. Yeah, let me see. Well, which one are you on? Are you on MST? Are you on BST? Are you on EST? Which of the STs are you on?
huh?
Don't tell me I'm gonna be. Fuck. We'll work together, but I really hope I don't have to split the 1 million yen. I'm not someone who wants to split 1 million yen, to be honest. 1 million yen's like what, $100,000? That's pretty good money.
Boy.
What, is this guy just trying to scam a homeless guy? Oh, he's advertising. Never mind.
Oh.
Hi, welcome. It's times like this where I kind of wish they would have their own like voiceover dialogue for this, just so I don't have to read everything. Sure. What about? You heard about the homeless hunts around here? Yep. It seems like there's been a good amount of them. There was one right here a few nights ago. We'd like to talk to anyone who's working the night it happened. What was it? Those homeless hunters? I feel like you're not gonna get good meat from them, are you?
Oh.
If you're a cannibal, you probably don't want to be eating homeless person. Probably not the finest type of meat.
Huh?
Okay, they keep saying gorillas. I better be fighting a genuine gorilla.
Oh.
We haven't had to fight a real animal since what, Yakuza 6 or Yakuza 7?
Huh?
Actually, never mind. We did fight an animal last Yakuza game. What am I talking about? Get some crab. Person who hired me was family to one of the homeless hunt's victims.
Oh.
Alright. Victim ended up in the hospital and they called his family. Wound up reuniting after years and years. Okay, that's a nice little experience.
Yeah.
So it just takes these homeless people getting beat up for the family to take them back into their house. Kind of sad and depressing, to be honest. Dude, are you a cop? He kind of looks like a cop here, maybe.
Oh.
I don't know if I've ever seen a cop wear a fedora, but I've seen a detective.
Oh.
I got a buddy that says Yono-ya-san from Gehin. Mustard these guys. So this Gehenna guy, is he gonna be like a genuine gorilla? Pretty sure he used to be muscle for some other gang back in the day. Don't even remember the name. Dude's built like a gorilla. He's like, I bet he'd murder you if you said that to his face.
Oh. Oh.
Alright, how much more do I have to skip through? I'm sorry, Kato, I don't know exactly who you are. I feel like we're gonna find out that there's part of some... They probably have some kind of relation to the Yakuza 7 plot, right?
Oh. Yeah.
Wouldn't Bleach Japan also be part of this entire, like, story ordeal?
Huh? Joe.
I'm curious.
Oh.
Like, I just want to fight some people.
Oh.
What? That poor guy. I didn't even need to do this with this guy. This was a little bit abundant. Kick. Kick. Alright. I'm happy with that. That was a nice take on. Is this gonna be where the million yen comes in? I feel like I'm gonna have to fight another guy. I feel like this quest is gonna last for another turn or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Oh.
Come on, Kaito. Okay. I wonder if he uses like the same fight style from his game. Okay. I'm glad that he let me have the nice little checkpoint here where I can just eat all my food. Come on. Charge up, charge up! I just need to like back up from him when he's doing that weird charge up move. Oh, come on! Alright, let me get some more food in me. Okay, let me see this one thing, because I feel like I keep doing it wrong. Okay, R1 and then right before the attack lands. Good attack, good attack. He was already running to me. This goon. Back up. Thank God you break my neck doesn't like fully damage my health. One, two, three, four. This guy. Fight on time. I kind of cheated at the end there using a weapon, but gotta do what you gotta do against the guy with a nice shirt and white pants and black shoes. Those guys are most deadly. Please tell me I'm done with this quest. I wanted to do main story stuff, but I got kind of thrown off track by this.
Nani? Ah? Yeah.
Alright.
Boy.
What's stopping you? You've done nothing but ask me self-important questions. It's no different than asking Yoneta? You and Akami aren't in cahoots with Yonoa over there, are you? I'm hearing that talks that Akami is the one making the homeless hunts happen. That wouldn't happen. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
That is an absurd lie on your part there. Nice shirt. I'm sorry, I doubted you this entire time, hoping you could find it to look past me and being a dumbass.
Oh.
Kinda looks like a dumbass. Is it rude to say that he kinda looks like a dumbass? Now that he's pointed it out, I'm like, you know what? Maybe you are a dumbass. I think in the actual like Judgment game, he kind of looks more. I don't want to say dumb, but like he looks more friendly, more.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh.
He has a softer look in the Judgment. It feels like. I don't know if they like buffed his chin up or what, but dude's got a massive chin upgrade. Okay, so we're following him now? I thought we were on his side. Okay, before I do this, let me see if there's any upgrade abilities where I can drink and like get a little bit more upgraded. Never mind. I thought that would be doing more damage. Okay, anything else I can just buy? I just want to buy things. I like buying things. Smoking heat. Yeah, let's not do that. Beat him. Damn it. Thank you, Doom Dizzle, for the head bobbing. Hopefully the lunch went well. Unless you still haven't figured out what you want for lunch, or what you got for lunch. I like that. That was a really good move there. I like when they don't just take your move into account when you're hitting forwards, and like they even count up like the wind-up time too. I feel like a lot of games kind of I don't want to say neglect the wind-up attack, but it does feel like that from time to time. Alright. Oh wait, never mind, he's over here. Can I just jump over? No. Kuryu doesn't know how to jump over a fence. It has been said. It's also been said that he's on the bridge and he's not on underneath here. Okay. Oh, it's in this light. Okay, I get it. I don't need help. I think we got this on our own.
Huh?
Bet your ass Gehina has a big fucking score to settle with Akemi. Akemi or Akemi? If anyone here knows Japanese or Japanese name pronunciations, tell me, is it Akemi or Akemi? The one with the most right answer gets nothing, unfortunately.
Huh?
What?
Someone who heard your whole story just now. Sounds like you've got some big resentment towards Akemi.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, please tell me he's fighting on my side.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, we're all on the same side. Oh, okay. Miyamoto, take this. That's for leaving, see, Miyamoto at some point. Wasn't he like the guy behind Mario? I was about to blame him, or pin the blame on Yakuza 0 for him. Just because Yakuza 0 has like some exclusive stuff on the Switch too, where apparently it didn't make it to the other consoles, unfortunately. Boom, boom, boom. Damn. Could that just keep going on forever? I didn't know that we had the capabilities here to do that. Alright, well. Gang warfare has been ended. That was a good fight. I gotta look into getting my character a white coat just so he fits even even further with that whole smooth criminal look. Well, I said a bunch of shitty things, didn't I? It was a trick to get you riled up, but still. Alright, just give me the 1 million yen. I'm done. Just do auto. We'll do auto for a second. We'll do one main story mission, and then we'll probably go off and do some Nightreign, I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did he give me the money? He better give me the money. Ooh. There you go. Level 16. Alright, we go here. Get some food. A nice wild special burger. I wonder if this game also has combos in it. Nope, no combo. Okay, so we go over here. Where's the pawn shop? I need to sell some plates. I have an overabundance of plates that I have just carrying on me. Okay. Get knocked out. Knocked out. Alright, let me just grab this guy's knife real quick. Sorry. You're the one guy in the fight who gets off of a permanent injury. Everyone else, they can just get a kick to the head. Oh wait, what was that? I need to stop grabbing that thing. I don't like the, I don't know why, I don't like those drinks. They're overly powerful, if that makes any sense. Let me just sell things that I don't really need. Ooh. I didn't realize I was carrying so many plates on me. That might have been expensive. Okay, so I'm assuming she's the next place where I need to go for the characters here. We'll go see what she needs. Maybe buy something. Maybe we'll buy something. DeVries, how are you doing? I just seen that you took a nap. Was it a good one? What do you say you get a lot of sleep? Are you someone who, do you get a full 8 hours of sleep at DeVries? Or are you more of a napper? Do you nap when you get the time and just... That's how you get your sleep? Alright, let me see. Let's get some money going. We'll use the money over here, I hope. But hopefully the nap was a good one. Always a nap is always appreciated. Unless you're in the middle of trying to do something and then you just kind of pass out and, you know, you lose out on some valuable time. Damn it. I did not want to do this again. I didn't want to go to the bar. What did you want to discuss?
前に話したやろ。うちが昔歌手になりたかったって。
昔か。ああ、聞いたな。
Because of medical examinations, I can lay in one spot for 3 or 4 hours before beginning to get very uncomfortable. That's understandable, that's understandable. Well, at least you got your sleep, right? At least you know. Well, I feel like a lot of people say they can do well off of like 6 hours of sleep, right? But I'm like, at the same point, if you're used to like 4, 6 hours, you'll probably be fine. Especially if you're like already used to it, right? So my nightly sleep is anywhere between 3 to 4 hours, 5 if I'm lucky, so yes, I tend to take a nap during this day. It's not bad, it's not bad. Like I said, I respect naps. There's one guy out there who doesn't like naps, and his name's John Bernthal. And I gotta say, I don't know if I agree with his opinion.
そういえば前にも言うてたね。両方欲張っちまえって。そうやね。確かに二度とないチャンスかもしれへんしね。
なら受けるんだろ？オーディション。
そうやね。
One minute. Let me put this on pause for a second. This is very important that we have to hear. OBS. Bro, this guy doesn't take naps. This guy doesn't respect naps at all. Oh yeah, you guys can't hear it. This guy hates naps for no reason whatsoever. I don't trust people who take naps. Whenever someone says naps, I always have to like just, my mind goes back to that clip. Just because I'm like, why does that guy have such an issue of naps? Today I skipped my stream to nap instead. Oh, did you not stream today? Usually you're I thought I seen you on earlier, but maybe you maybe that was like maybe last night I was thinking of.
ちょっと赤
おいおい、
いや赤緊張がパッと解けるやつ
You remember all your hard work.
俺がどうこう言う
That's what my character would say.
あんたがこれまで積み重ねてきどうだ
You ever think of playing any like retro games, DeVries, or are you not like the biggest retro fan? When I say retro games, I mean like games from like the PS2, PS3, or not the PS3, but like you know that era of
オーディション
games.
受けて歌手の道つかむしネットワークも守ってみせる
ああ、そ
I think that there's probably some good emulated games you might be able to
あんたの勝利を
enjoy.
祈って。
うん乾杯
I can play darts with her now. Oh my god, that's all I wanted to do.
上流
Enjoy you. I didn't want to go to the castle. Fuck.
ほいと上流もほな鶴野さん
Well, I didn't want to go here, but you know what? I'll take the opportunity. I kind of wish they would tell me how much help I would get for that, but I don't really... I'll be honest, I don't really care. This song makes me laugh, honestly. I used to love Commander Keen, but I don't have the patience for that kind of game. Honestly, like, do you know those yeah, any of those games where it's like, you're like a plane, and you're like, you have to go to the right side of the screen while avoiding all the, you know, all the enemies. Let me see. I'm not too sure what that game type would be called, but it was a very old retro game type of style where, you know, you're flying a ship and you have to like avoid all the. One enemy would come from like all the enemies would come from one side of the screen, and you're on like the other side of the screen, and you have to like. It's weird. You collect power-ups, maybe. You get better projectiles that shoot from your little ship. It's a very old style of like game, but fuck, I almost want to try and figure out what they would be called. I don't have an exact name for them, but side scrolling. What would that game be called? Oh yeah, okay. I got some pictures. It's like this kind of stuff, right? Where you're like, that one's a little bit like too heavy on like the, you know, the visuals, but like this kind of stuff. This is probably my least favorite type of game, honestly. So instead I'm installing gas station simulator. Honestly, how are you enjoying all the gas station, like the simulator games still? Are they still keeping your attention pretty well? I feel like there's been like so many different variants of it, and I'm like, I do wonder which one's the best now. Because I feel like a lot of those games kind of fall into the same trap of like, they kind of start to feel the same almost after a little while. Ooh. We're gonna do that just because, why not? Damn. From Ultimate Encounter. What is Ultimate Encounter? Oh, okay, I know what they're talking about. You know what, we're just gonna grab these two, just so we have more of this just taken care of. And at some point, we're gonna have to get this. What does this even do? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Move on. While we're here, we're gonna do a little bit of shopping because I want my character needs to be, you know, he needs to improve his look a little bit. My character's kind of been looking bummy with his red coat that he's been wearing for 3 or 4 days in a row. Arigato. I'll play it for a while until I get bored, then switch. Right now I have DLC for Ranch Simulator and Gas Station Simulator, so I'm probably gonna have to play one of those. That's nice. I didn't know they had DLC for those games. Do you have like a personal favorite of any of those types? By the way, shirtless blazer is a pretty sick look. I might have to go with that patch. Oh, it's his style. Oh, okay. Okay, I need like a nice white coat just to make my character look more like Michael Jackson Thriller. That's pretty cool. And shades of white. I mean, that kind of goes better, but not really. You know, we're just gonna go with that. Oh, you can have clown makeup? Or... We're not gonna do that. Sorry, I missed the question. I said, do you, like, out of all the simulator games that you've played, do you have like a personal favorite? Like, Ranch Simulator or Gas Station Simulator? Like, which one has been your favorite of the styles? Oh, you can go barefoot. That's kind of cool. It doesn't very much look like Thriller at all, I'll be honest. Well, we'll go with that, but we are gonna have to save a lot of money for this. Okay, that one's pretty cool, but it's also kind of creepy. There you go. Looks like Michael Jackson and Jason kind of mixed. Ugh, I kind of wish I didn't waste the money now. Because unfortunately, I did just spend like $500,000 on the outfit. Michael Voorhees? Jason Jackson? Jason Jackson. I like that. I like that. I feel like maybe Michael Voorhees maybe works a little bit better. Then again, that Jackson last name is very important to this. How are you doing, Cadron? What's your favorite King of Pop song? You have a favorite Michael Jackson song? And why is it Billie Jean? Let's be real. Most likely it's gonna be Billie Jean.
人がいないだけの場所なら蒼天堀だってある。なんでこの場所を選んだ？
理由はあの男に関係ある話なもんですから。
ん？
Hmm.
確か鬼人会の
会長です。西谷誉っちゅうんが代々受け継がれる名前でして、あの人は三代目西谷誉。
We're gonna go Michael Jackson for a little bit of time.
少
Let's go Michael Jackson.
ますが、準備。
After talking to Sonoruno, you won't be able to move freely around the castle for a while. Oh.
いや
Good morning, afternoon, my partner. My favorite MJ song would probably be Man in the Mirror is actually a banger of a song. Man in the Mirror actually is a really good song. That's a good choice. That's a good choice. We'll probably be hearing it in a second. We're gonna be doing some fighting while we're listening to some MJ. Builder Simulator is my favorite single player one for sure. Fast Food and Ranch Simulator are my favorite co-op ones. Farming Sim would be coming in out of a close fourth. The rest are quite generic. Have you played the Storage Hunter one? I'm pretty sure there was like a Storage Hunter or Storage Locker variant of the simulator games. What is it called? I have it in my favorites list. I can go find it real quick. Storage Hunter Simulator. That's the one I'm looking at. Let me see. This might be one of those games where like the dev kind of stopped working on it. Oh nope. Okay, they're still going good. Okay, good. Whew, I was about to say, I'm like, that would suck if they stopped doing that. But yeah, what are you up to right now, Cadron? You working, or you you know, having fun with some games at the moment? No, I haven't. Fair enough. Maybe that's one for the list. Why did she just give me some like light sword? No matter how much you resemble the main character, I have to be sure you're strong enough to weld it. What makes the character so iconic in all the thrilling battles that he gets into, so only the most skilled fighter will do. I can completely fuck that up. I got work in a few hours, so I'm just hanging out before I gotta do that. Fair enough. Hopefully it's going well. Man, I've been what is that game? Shit, there's a game at the end of the month I'm excited for. What game is it? Game's coming out in August. Is there any games you're looking forward to at the moment that like coming out in August? Oh yeah, Donkey Kong Bonanza. I keep forgetting about that. Even though I literally heard it twice this stream that it's coming out at the end of the week. July. When is that new Borderlands game coming out? That's what I want to know. In September, I think. Okay. There's a couple games coming out that seem kind of interesting within like the next month or so. I don't know if anyone here is a fan of that Mafia game, but there's like a new Mafia game coming out in September or in August. I haven't really seen much on that, and I haven't really been like... That one's been one of those games where I've been kind of trying to stray away from looking at it, just because I'm not too sure if... I feel like those games are kind of story heavy at times. Yeah, I like to try and keep myself as much as in the dark as possible with the story games. September. Fair enough. Are you planning on getting Borderlands 4 at all? Anyone in the chat? Alright, this guy requires me to have more money. I want to see what other fights I can do in this area before we go off and do his quest. No, sir, I'm going down. I'm going down, down, down. Wait, this is a helipad? Show me the helipad. Oh, that's what you mean. Well, shit. Can we go to the coliseum reception? I think that's exactly where I want to go. I'm definitely getting the new Borderlands. I had so much fun with 3. I haven't tried 3 yet. Like I've owned the game. Honestly, I've been given the game like 3 times now by like Amazon and like some other giveaways, but I've yet to give that one a go. Even though I'm very much like I'm Borderlands 1, 2, and the pre-sequel. I put a lot of time into those games, honestly. Alright, let's get into the fighting mode. I want some money. Multi-armory. Alright, you're a cheater. Is he really gonna force me to go into the other style? I hate being forced to do that. Bro, what are you talking about? Go! He is such a... I want to be honest. The word I was about to use was a witch, but with the W replaced. This guy has a coward's method of fighting. There you go. Took me too long. Well, I'm glad that you had a lot of fun with Borderlands 3. Did you play the other Borderlands games by any chance? I think Borderlands pre-sequel... It's been a while since I've played that one, but I feel like that one was pretty good. Let's just go with the regular rumble here. You shouldn't be in this fighting arena. You're too small. I guess I'm gonna be getting a little bit of money from this, not too much. Alright. There you go. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Oh, that was a good move. By the way, the Voorhees joke was right there. The Voorhees! Damn it. That was actually a really good one, to be honest. I'm so sad that any of us missed that. That's actually... That was brilliant, to be honest. There you go, this is his theme song. Ooh, wait, that's a 660,000 payout. Alright, alright. Now I really want to see Michael Jackson and Jason Voorhees in like a true mix. Well, unfortunately, they're both dead, so rest in peace. Can we mix this up and like... Oh, I can't add more characters to this. Okay. There you go. This is what I wanted. Does it matter if they're in the front or what? Alright, let's put the guys in front. Okay, I have like 4 depressed people on my fighting team. What's really gonna make them more depressed is if they stop working with my character, unfortunately. Because I'm gonna make them a lot of money. They have the full... Oh, you know what? We'll train this guy. This is the way we'll go about it. What can I say? I'm a man of comedy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. My friend got invited to... Yeah, you gotta remember that you can't talk too much about that one. But that's cool. That's cool. Hopefully it's hopefully you guys are enjoying that. And hopefully it's worth the wait. When was like the Skate beta announced? Like, well, not Skate beta, but like when was the game like originally announced? Alright, ordered them. Let's do it. Damn. Bro, we just dominated. Add more people to the mix. Let me see. I know, but come on. How come other people can show gameplay? Like, they got deals. Probably some certain deals, yeah. Kucha, you also have to take into account there's also stupid people who probably also aren't like trying to follow the rules. I do wonder at this point if they're just kind of like... It might be like a half thing where like they don't really care. They're like, you know what, people are talking about the game, that's all we want them to do anyway. I'm not too sure if I'm not too sure, like what would be so secretive about Skate that they wouldn't want people showing off? I mean, maybe it's the earliness, they don't want people like shitting on the game because it looks early. They're like, it's still in beta. We don't want negative publicity because people think it doesn't look good as a game yet. I haven't played the game, so I don't know if it looks good or bad. uppercut. When I go to the gym and I'm only practicing my uppercuts on the body bag, I will say all the gym guys, they're like, they look at me with a very questionable look. Go, go, go. Go, man, go. Because I'm a steady content creator, I don't really want to lose access to EA opportunities, but I can't say why for a fair reason. That's true, that's true. You can just be happy with the opportunity that they gave you. At the end of the day, it is pretty crazy how, like, yeah, I feel like it's very easy, not easy, but like, access to, like, being, it's a lot easier nowadays than it was before to get access to, like, games that, are more, like, pre-release, right? It's kind of crazy. It's one of the benefits of the internet age. Bro, I have so much money in this game. This is the way to go. I don't know if I just got, like, the best people or what happened, but, like, my characters are doing very well. I don't care if my characters are depressed. OTS Joshua, thank you for the party. OTS Josh, how are you doing, man? Welcome in, welcome in. Hopefully you're having a solid Tuesday, a terrific one. A Tuesday filled with toonies. Never mind. That's only for Canadians. If you're in Canada, I hope you have a toonie-filled Tuesday. How are you doing, OTS? Lurking at work? Hey, no worries, no worries. Just order them. I want to try and get this done as quickly as possible. I'm not sure if there's a time bonus, but I envy any extra money I might be losing. No! He of course would do that. Eat the fridge, or eat the wall, man. Just eat the wall. Okay, Jesus. Oh! That was a perfectly timed kick. All right, 3 million. That's what I'm liking. I'm liking it. They kind of make it easy in this game to make money, which, you know, I'm not gonna complain about. I like the easy access to money in these games. Skip. We already know what's going on here. Go, 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 go. Order them. I hate that. He has such a, they have such a cheap attack power where they just revive everyone's health. Come on, people. Oh, that guy just did an RKO or a stunner on me. That's not good. Man, I didn't even get to talk about wrestling today. Usually I like talking with wrestling with Lucinda. Lucinda, are you here right now, actually? I'm not too sure if you're catching up on WWE, but I always love a good chit chat because yesterday we had some like really good event go on. I wish I could just tell people like, hey, can we just get on this one character? This is so cheap. They're able to just keep reviving each other, I think, which is, yeah, not you know, my finest hour. All right. Good. I like to see the guy come from behind and actually use his shield for once. He's quietly one of the better characters. Alright. Yeah, we'll do this. Yeah, we'll do this one. Even though I don't feel like it'll be a good one for us, I'll give it a go. Go, go, go. Come on, guys, it's ass kicking time. Just let him go. I need to be using weapons a lot more because I'm pretty sure some of these weapons will like allow me to, yeah, there you go. So I'll just be able to do massive amounts of damage. Damn it. Stop reviving them or helping them. Everyone should just be very easy to kill. They should just let me beat them up. Fucking, I just shot some guy and like killed him. I forgot, these are all toy pistols. I love the rationale why like I'm allowed to just shoot someone. They're just toy pistols, that's why. Yeah, this is probably gonna be a tough one to even do. If we can do this in 23 seconds, that would be greatly appreciated. But I don't think we will have the will to do that at the moment. Yeah, we were coming so... Honestly, we came pretty close to it, to be honest. We were closer to winning than they were. Alright, that was kind of annoying. I was kind of hoping that we would be able to pull that one off right there. Alright. Let me see. We will just go to the coliseum lobby. That's all we want to do. Alright, I'm going to save the game. And I think I'm going to switch it off to Elden Ring Nightreign, guys. So, thank you everyone for watching this Yakuza. But let me start up Elden Ring. And I'll get that ready for the stream. I'll probably go on a small little break in between. Just go get something to, chow on and whatnot. But thank you for being in today's stream. I'll be